Shut up, game. Hey, everybody. I am the MoeChicken. I forgot to mute myself. There we go. Hi. Do you remember me? I didn't stream at all last week because I had to work the whole time. Oh my goodness. Things have been very busy for me at work recently. I actually almost didn't stream tonight because I had to work late again, but I was like, no, I want to get a stream out. So to add to my frustration regarding that, I wanted to stream Twisted Metal 2 tonight. And so I got out my PS3 and I got out Twisted Metal 2 and I started it up and I thought it was going to work, and then nothing worked. Nothing at all. Just wouldn't work at all. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem was. I mean, I've clearly streamed my PS3 before, so big ol' shrug. But anyway, we're gonna play some mental health Castlevania tonight. So strap yourself in for Soma. Here we go. Oh my goodness gracious me. Yeah, it's just been, it's one of those things where it's hard for me to complain about having things to do at work, because ever since March of this year, my work has been kind of tenuous, frankly. I've had a lot of situations where it seemed like maybe I wouldn't have to be able to find work, and so now I have work, which is great, but it's one of those things where I'm working with a team of people. Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you, buddy. Sorry I've been so absent recently, but I guess I should go ahead and mention that thing that I thought that I wouldn't be able to go live last week about, that got moved to this week. It's going to be happening. Basically, what it is, I've got an endoscopy. Lucky 13. Nice. Yeah, I've got an endoscopy, a routine endoscopy on Friday, and that's gonna be in the morning, and I'm just not gonna be feeling a stream the night before that. So yeah, we're just not gonna have one. I might be able to get back, depending on when Ian streams tomorrow, because I've really been enjoying Ian's Ian Brutalmoose, his Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games streams. But if he streams early enough, maybe I can get in the stream tomorrow. I don't know if I can figure out what was wrong with freaking Twisted Metal 2. So grumpy about that. Anyway, yeah, the people that I'm working with, I'm just going back and forth. What was I doing in this game? Hang on. Oh, that's right. I was trying to get up there. There are 3 souls that I need. Let me go see what they are. Yeah, the team of people I'm working with, they've just kind of got they've got an idea of what they want visually. Oh yeah, Eden, I saw that. You got COVID, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. Hope it's not a particularly bad experience of it. It's so funny that I mean, we have vaccines and stuff. We've got solutions for COVID now, but it still feels weird to say, there's still that feeling of oh, you got COVID? Do I need to call an undertaker kind of thing? It's that's a big deal, right? And it's no, it's just bed rest now and medicine. But I don't know. Anyway, I hope you do feel better. Not a lamb sauce for the 4th time. Oh my goodness, you poor thing. That's way too many times. You shouldn't have it that many times. It's not good for your health. Oh, that is rough. Well, I hope that it's not too miserable. I hope that Zen doesn't get it too. Hope y'all don't have the fun experience of back and forth COVID. I don't remember how to play this game. I haven't streamed in a while. I don't remember how things work. Surprising you've never had COVID. Lucky you. I may have had COVID. I still don't actually know if I got it or not. Maybe I did. I don't know. I had a particularly bad respiratory disease at one point, but I don't know that it was COVID. I want to say I never actually saw a positive test. Oh, he had it first? Okay, well, hopefully it cycles out then. Where am I going? I need to get... Okay, there's one floor down from here. All right. Yeah, like, I don't know if I actually got it or if I got something similar to it. Oh, an Ukobak. Okay, I gotta find an Ukobak. All right, got it. Got it. Okay. We know what our target is. We just have to go find an Ukobak. Because I have to get through there to get the good ending. There's something in there that I need to get the good ending, so... It's a boss. There's a boss in there for me to fight. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know. The people I'm working with, they're not bad people. They've just, you know, they've got an idea of what they want this document to look like, and they don't really give me much leeway as far as like making things look different. And it's kind of frustrating because it's like, you know, they asked me to help them, and then they like are basically saying no to my help. They're like, yeah, just do it the way we want you to do it. And I was like, okay. So it's just been a lot of trouble. And another thing about it is that it's sort of a rush job, and so I keep thinking, well, I'll just work late this night, and I'll get it all done in one go, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. It'll be great. And what winds up happening is I work late, and then the next day they want me to do it completely differently. Like on Tuesday of last week, I worked late trying to get all the visuals done. I'm just complaining about work. I'm sorry. This won't be the whole stream, but I have to get this out. I have to explain to y'all why I've been so absent recently. Yeah, like on Tuesday of last week, I stayed in late so that I could get all the graphics done. And I'm like, okay, I've got it done. Now, you know, they'll have everything they need, and I'll be done with the work. And then the next day, they had me rework all the visuals in a different program. Specifically, I originally did it in Illustrator, and then oh, hey Darkman, with scary Kirby gun. Welcome to my complaining stream. Please don't leave. I need validation. Oh, there is a thing. Yeah. They like I did the original in Illustrator, which is my preferred tool, and then they're like, oh, we need it to be editable, so you got to do it again. And you got to do it in PowerPoint this time. And PowerPoint is not Illustrator. It's a bit more limited, and so you know So Thursday I had to stay late trying to get it to work, and then today we had a meeting where they wanted many other changes. It's just a lot of trouble. But you know what? It's almost done. You know, it'll be done eventually. And I'm here streaming today, so hopefully that's something. But I hope y'all have been well, except for I guess Eden and Zen apparently have been unwell, but everyone else has been good. Like I said, I've really been enjoying the streams that Ian's been doing about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Did y'all play those games? Like, I never really thought, like, when I first saw those games coming out, I'm like, this is dumb. You know, these are just obvious, like, cash-in games. And I never bothered to even give them a chance. But, like, they're pretty good, actually, from the looks of things. They seem like pretty decent games. So, like, I don't know, I'm kind of more enthusiastic about the prospect. I regret to say that I'm not much of an Olympics guy, though. I used to be. I remember back when, back in my childhood, we used to, my family was way into the Olympics, and we would, like, have, like, Olympics parties, and we would, you know, just make a big deal out of the Olympics. And, I even went to the Olympics once. I went to the Olympics in Atlanta in the 90s. I think it was 94, maybe. Ow, guys. I'm real beat up. You love the Olympics? I think it's good. I think it's great that people like the Olympics. That's kind of why I wish I still liked it. But like, I don't get into it really. Caught up in all the events. Very nice. What is your favorite event? What has been your favorite thing to watch? I feel like I was always more into the Winter Olympics. And I think I told you this before, but I think I was always more into the Winter Olympics than the summer ones. But I do like hearing what people like. Hey, there's Nukabak. I kind of yelled that, sorry. Okay, we need his soul. Alright, give me soul, buddy. Soul, please. Soul, please? Soul, please? Thank you. No. I don't know, I think the fact that the Olympics is still active in the modern era is really exciting. Because it feels, I mean, it's been around since like the Romans or whatever. Artistic swimming and kayak. Artistic swimming? What is artistic swimming? Is that like synchronized swimming? I don't know that I've ever heard of artistic swimming. Ah, there we go. Okay. Just Ukobak. Set fires. Become an arsonist. Alright, so we got what we need. What's the easiest way for me to get back there? Hang on. Where am I now? There's a teleporter under me. I'm gonna take that. Oh, Singrid, it's been renamed. Huh, I wonder why. Was there something offensive about the word synchronized before? There is. I don't know what it is, but I guess it would not apply to me because I am not a person who does synchronized swimming. Oh, nice! A blade of ice. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. Just to finish that thought, I like the fact that the Olympics are still around because it feels like something that could very easily have gone by the wayside at this point. And I like that it hasn't. Track and field and swimming. They have new rules that both boys and girls can be on the same team. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's nice. I like that. That's a good change. Welcome back, Jimmy. Whoa! Hey, guy. I tell you what, the card throwing thing is way stronger than I feel like it has any right to be. It's a much stronger attack than I expected to be. Alright, I need to go west from here. Oh, right, the room full of Yokos. I forgot all about this room. I'm not going to do it again, although it is hilarious to see all of these Yokos just kicking Soma in the butt over and over again. Very silly. Not just in artistic swimming, they now have mixed relays of both swimming and track. That's nice. Trying to think if I actually can think of what would be my favorite Summer Olympics event. I think it would probably be something track and field. I know I liked the marathon. I got into the marathon because I liked watching the people that were there for like really long runs. Well, I guess the whole thing is a really long run, but you know. Ow, jeez. I remember cheering on some of the people in the marathon in the past. Marathons were definitely one of those things that, like, when I was a kid, it just seemed like something that only Olympians would ever do. You know, it's like it seemed like such an amazing feat of strength to be able to, like, run for that long. I'm like, oh, that's only Olympians can do that. But no, not a lot of people do marathons. It's not a big deal. I can't do one. It's a big deal for me. I can't do one, but long jump was cool. Pole vaulting was cool. Yeah. You know, that was a thing that came up on the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games thing. The idea of fire, the triple jump, which is something that I didn't know was actually a thing. I didn't know that was Like, I thought that was something that was from Super Mario 64. I didn't know it was a real Olympic event. And, like, it just seems like the weirdest event. You know, you, like, jump off of one foot, then jump off the other foot, then jump off of the third foot and land in some sand. I am too injured for this. Hang on. Where's the save point? Oh, there's one directly beneath me. Do I have any rotten meat? Yeah, I do. Okay. So the cool thing about rotten meat, obviously if you eat it under any other circumstances, it like hurts you and poisons you. But if you do the ghoul and you use it, it's a super good heal. So there you go. I ate a delicious meal of rotten meat and spoiled milk. That's Soma quality right there. All right, let's do. What you got? Okay. Got it. Right, so this is a pretty cool boss. There he is. His name is Paranoia, and he's like he's a monster that lives inside of a mirror, which I think is a great name for a for that concept of a monster, like this idea of like a creature that lurks in like in the mirror. I love the name Paranoia for that. Ow, ugh. Ah, stop. I am doing terribly at this so far. That was kind of an accidental dodge, but it worked. This guy knocking the crap out of me over here. Ooh. Okay, I beat him. Oh, he turned into... I suppose it's supposed to be blood, but it just kind of looks like... It looks too orange to be blood. Anyway, suffice it to say, that wasn't the actual Paranoia. That's the actual Paranoia! He's quite a bit larger in real life, actually. He's really cool looking, too. I like his mask. Keep throwing cards at you because it's working pretty well. Again, this card attack is way stronger than I would expect it to be. Alright, let's see. This, which is cool. Eat some more rotten meat. Delicious. Delicious. Ah la la la. Triple Jump has been a part of the Olympics since the very first Olympics back in 1896. That shows what I know. This seems like a very strange kind of activity. Ow. Someone's like, why can't you figure out these angles any better, Mo? There we go. Alright, done. Excellent. Alright, so we now have the ability to enter mirrors. That is what Paranoia grants you. So throughout the game, we've actually encountered a variety of little mirrors. Olrox's suit. That's pretty good. Suit favored by Count Olrox. Count Olrox first made his debut in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And apparently he is supposed to be a reference to, I think it's, was it Orlok Nosferatu, or is it Orlok I think it's Orlok Dracul, which was a name for Dracula from like a, I think it, oh, listen, I looked this up one time. It was like, I think Orlok Dracul was the name given to Dracula in an early rendition of Dracula that was not based on the. It was just sort of like. It was just sort of a vampire movie. It wasn't actually like Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think was the case. Anyway, yeah, it's supposed to be Orlok Dracul. But instead, it is. Wait, no, hang on, I had that wrong. I think Count Dracula's name in was it Vlad? I don't know. Whatever. It's a reference. Is that helpful? That's a reference. Shut up! I'm stressed out. Okay. Shut up, me! I'm stressed out. Don't make fun of me, me. Anyway, what was I talking about before that? I don't freaking know. We can go into mirrors now, so I gotta go find a bunch of mirrors. There are a bunch of them throughout the game. We've encountered them, and I want to find as many as I can so I can get more treasures. I know at the very least there's one in the Wizardry Lab and one in the Cathedral. Since we are closer, we will go to the Wizardry Lab first. Oh. Let's see, what else has been going on? Continuing to work on that animation that I think I told you all about. I believe I shared it on the Discord. But it is a game where I'm animated. I'm working on right now. It's coming along pretty well. As always, animation is a very time-consuming process. It takes forever, but it's very rewarding. And so it's coming along well. I'm currently working on what I would describe as the sketch animation. So not like the final animation, but the the way I did it this time, which is a little bit different from how I usually do it. I made no, come on, there we go. I made like what I would describe as a rough animation, which was mostly just like stills and poses to kind of like work out where each element would be in the animation. And then now what I'm doing is I'm using those stills to make all of the actual movement work, rather than sort of, so it looks less like a slideshow and more like an actual cartoon. And then after that, I will have to what am I trying to say? I will have to go and do the thing, which is ink it. I have to go back over all of that with ink, and then last but not least, I will color it, and then my long national nightmare will be over. But it has been fun. It has been fun to work on. Aha! A mirror. You can see here where there's a mirror. There's another mirror over there, but there's a wall in between us. Fortunately, I can now go into the mirror world. Paranoia! Paranoia! This is the mirror world. There we go. Pure blood. I think that's just a piece of equipment, if I remember correctly. Right? Pure blood. It's a pretty good piece of equipment, actually. It raises all my stats. Well, you know, this is something that fools me all the time in video games. Like when you get a piece of equipment that raises every stat, and so you just get excited by seeing all like the blue numbers or the green numbers. You're like, oh, this must be the best equipment ever. And it actually just raises everything by like 1. You know? You're like, oh, okay, that's not really that great. Anyway, it's coming along well. That's been what I've been doing to kind of like relax after working. And it's especially frustrating because like, I've talked about it before, but oftentimes I will go to my workplace to sort of like hyper focus on specific tasks. So like if there's some sort of project or drawing or something like that that I really want to work on, but I'm having trouble focusing on it at home, I will take it to work. And then I'll just like spend an evening up at work trying to get a lot done. Well, I've been so frustrated with like actual work recently that I haven't wanted to do that. And so I've been having to do it at home, which presents its own problems because I don't focus as well at home, because there are too many distractions, blah, blah, blah. Once again, I went back to complaining. I'm sorry. Probably shouldn't have. I apologize for that. But yeah, it is coming along well, and it's fun to do. It's fun to work on. And I think it'll be a fun animation when I'm finished. One of the nice things, actually, that's coming out of this project, because, like, I mentioned it's a Game Grumps animated, it's actually a collaboration between a variety of animators, myself included. And so, to facilitate the effort, Game Grumps put together, like, a Discord channel that just has, like, you know, a place for all of the animators to talk to each other. And because a lot of the people that I'm working with are actually, like, professional animators, like people that do animation for a living rather than a hobby, I've been asking them a bunch of questions. And so I've actually gotten a lot of good feedback from people that actually do the work about ways that I can improve my animation process. That's been very helpful for me. So, assuming I can put those into practice, I might, you might see more animations from me in the future. We'll see. Honestly, one of the things that I thought was most interesting is what they call a 360-degree rig. Because you may have heard the term rigged animation before. It's a form of animation that's been around for, you know, several years now. And the way it works in general, there's that stupid painting. That thing doesn't look any cooler than it did the first time I saw it. And the way it works is that you make like a set of like discrete parts of a figure. So like you make like the head and the body and the legs and the arms, and then you animate. You kind of like add like a vector I guess armature to them, and then you can just like animate them by wiggling things back and forth. And as cool of a concept as it is, it always looked kind of cheap to me, because you could always tell that the limbs weren't really moving in the way they would you would draw them if you were just drawing them. Like, you know, as an arm moves, it doesn't stay exactly the same. It moves with perspective and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but suffice it to say, it always looked kind of cheap to me in the past. But that's why the 360 rig thing is so cool, is that, like, it requires a little bit more effort at the beginning, where you have to, like, make, you know, a front and a back and a side and all these things. But once you do all of that, you have a figure that you can actually, like, rotate around and like put in like a wide variety of positions, and it's pretty cool stuff. Honestly, it was pretty neat. I might give it a shot at some point. But for the time being, I'm doing the good old cell by cell animation. It takes forever, but it gives you a lot of creative control, and that's important to me, because I don't want my animation to look cheap. Big deal for me. Anyway, enough of that. What else is going on for y'all? How have things been since I last spoke? Maybe I do anything cool? Playing anything cool? Things other than COVID? Things other than just catching a highly contagious respiratory disease? Let's see, where do I need to go? I need to go somewhere. Oh, it's all the way at the top. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at the map, trying to figure out where I was. Been busy watching the Olympics, of course. Well, that makes sense. It'll keep you busy, because there's so many things. How many more days is it? Like, the Olympics doesn't go on forever. It's like, what, 2 weeks, I think? Like that? Is there like a whole lot... Is there a whole lot left that you want to see? 5 more days? Okay. Is there like an event that you're like, oh, I can't wait for this event? Or do you feel like most of the things that you were looking for have already kind of come and gone? Is this just an exit? That's just an exit. I don't need to go there. Obviously, I'm gonna try and get as much track and field stuff in, but there's break dancing at the Olympics? I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it's a form of like creative expression, the same as like, you know, rhythm dancing or like gymnastics, but yeah, how do you rank breakdancing? Also, it's one of those things that, like, you know, maybe this is a limited mindset and I should be a little bit more open thinking, but I really can't say I associate breakdancing with any other cultures in the world. So, like, is that Gambit? Yeah, that's Gambit. It's not Soba, it's Gambit. It's Pale Gambit. Yeah. Bam. The one time. There are one-time events at the Olympics? Never heard of that. They're like temporary events at the Olympics? I guess maybe I just don't know much about the Olympics. I thought I did. Didn't I say I needed to go up? I think it went down. I'm pretty sure I needed to go up, and I immediately went down. Oy vey. Clearly I am not paying super attention to the game, and I apologize for anyone who's watching this to see me make progress. I'm a little too frazzled today. Sorry. That's so surprising to hear that they're, like, temporary events. But yeah, like, I just can't imagine, like... I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like I can't imagine, like, German breakdancing. It just doesn't really... I don't know, it doesn't sync up in my head somehow. But I guess, you know, you can be into whatever you want, wherever you are. IOC now selects host nations to select 4 sports that represent their identity. Oh, okay. Wait, so does France strongly associate breakdancing with themselves then? That's also not something I would have associated. Was breakdancing founded in France? If that's the case, I did not know that. That's interesting. What are the other ones? What are the other ones, Jimmy? If you happen to know them, I'm curious what the other 4 are. Okay, almost there. Or the other 3, I guess, since there are 4 total. I can count. I can do numbers. I'm the best at numbers. You don't even know. Actually, breakdancing originated in New York City. Yeah, see, like, that's kind of what I was thinking, that it was like a New York or a kind of like an urban United States thing. But maybe France just really got into it? It's interesting. It's pretty cool. It's one of those things where it's like you find out about it and you're like, oh wow, you guys are cooler than I thought you were. Like, really? You're into that? That's neat. It's like if I find out someone's into like old video games, and I'm like, oh, really? I can talk to you about that now. I didn't know that was the case with you. That's exciting. He's pretty much asleep, but German breakdancing tore you from your sleeper. Hey, Cornfed. Yeah, Cornfed. What do you think about German breakdancing? Nokia 2020 added baseball. Wait. I guess, yeah, baseball wasn't in the Olympics before. Interesting. This! I got a rosary! I don't feel like that was worth it, frankly. Yeah, it's just that's kind of lame. That's not a great prize. The Lederhosen might be very restrictive. Baseball last appeared in 2008. Okay. Well, you really know a lot about the Olympics, don't you, Jimmy? That's awesome. Again, I think it's great that people love it. I can't, like, I would probably still watch it if I had cable, or at least some of the events, but I haven't had cable in quite a while. Alright, freaking stylus out again. I hate dealing with touchscreen controls. Touchscreen controls are the worst. No, doggone it. Come back, stylus. Come back, stylus. Peacock is streaming everything, but you're an old dinosaur that has cable. Yeah. Man, I remember what I remember cable. Yeah, that's honestly one of the things that's most jarring to me, like whenever I go home and visit my parents. Because my dad's a big TV guy. He loves watching TV. And, you know, the TV is like always on in the living room as a result. And I just kind of forgot how commercials work. You know, like this idea of like, oh yeah, every you know, little while they interrupt your entertainment for, you know, these commercial messages. And I'm like, oh yeah, forgot that happened. It's not great. I don't like it. Not a fan personally, but you know, advertisers gotta ad. I don't have cable, Grandpa. I stream on Peacock. I don't have cable. Oh, freaking Grandpa. What? Actually, speaking of my parents briefly, I'm very happy to say that they're celebrating their, I think it's 43rd anniversary today. Proud of my parents. Good on them for having such a long and happy marriage. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. Try watching a sporting event live. Some company always presents a game. Yeah, that's true. The one that really gets me is how, like, you know, these companies will buy stadiums and they'll rename it with their company name, which, I mean, is their right. They bought it. But, like, you'll go from a stadium that's, like, named after a famous person who once played there or something, and it'll go to, like, you know, the name of some company. This game or that game is because of my parents, yeah. Thank you, Eden. I'm very proud of them, too. But, like, what was the one? Oh yeah, I think like back in my hometown there was a stadium called Hank Aaron Stadium, and I'm pretty sure it was bought by someone, and they called it like they changed it from Hank Aaron Stadium, which was, you know, the name of a person who played there, to like Capital One Stadium or something. And it's like, this doesn't sound as cool. This sounds a lot more lame. I'm not excited about going to the Capital One Stadium. It's especially bad when you have like a stadium that has multiple corporate sponsors. So it's like the Capital One Arby's Taco Bell Stadium. But again, advertisers are gonna add. That reminds me of something else from my youth. So, when I was a little kid, a very exciting event happened in my hometown where the city council decided that they would finally have a minor league baseball team for the city. And so they put out like a request for people to come up with names for the place. And what was eventually decided upon was the Bay Sharks, the Mobile Bay Sharks. And like for a while there, you know, we had like kind of oh, it's a megging yard. Okay, I gotta stop myself for a second. The megging yard is, excuse me, it's sort of like an ongoing joke with me and my friends who used to play Castlevania Harmony of Despair, because like the Megan Yord would be a very common treasure drop from chests at like high level play. Like so when you're playing like levels on hard mode, you'd wind up with like a lot of Megan Yords. And it's just such a weird name that we always joked about getting lots of Megan Yords. I think I actually don't know where it comes from. I want to say I looked it up once, and it's like a belt for like from some myth or something. But anyway, Bay Sharks. So we had like we had the Mobile Bay Sharks, and like there was a little song that was like Mobile Bay Sharks, and it was fun. It was fun for a couple of years, and then eventually they had to change it because it was determined that Mobile Bay doesn't have sharks in it. There are no sharks in the bay, and so there cannot be the Bay Sharks. And so then we became the Mobile Bay Bears. Well, guess what? There aren't bears in the bay either. But for some reason, it was more acceptable when it was bears than when it was sharks. I just remember thinking that was the silliest like explanation for why they changed the name. Like, oh, there aren't any sharks in the bay. It's like, yeah, well, there aren't bears either. All right, where do I need to go? I need to go... Where do I need to go? I need to go up and to the left. What's the fastest way to get there? There's a teleporter. Like that. I miss the Bay Sharks, though. They had a cool mascot, too. And their colors were orange and green, which... I know some people aren't into that color scheme. I kind of like it. I like orange and green if you do it right. So... And then I think the Bay Bears was like gray and blue, which is kind of a boring color scheme. That project, which has filled me with such rage recently at work, their colors are gray and blue, so I've been seeing a whole heck of a lot of gray and blue recently. That was one of the changes that they requested I make today. Was after making all the graphics using their self-identified color scheme of gray and blue. At sort of the 11th hour, they're like, do you think people will be upset that their particular group is in gray? Maybe they should all be blue. So I had to rework everything that had gray on it to have blue instead. I'm not gonna complain anymore. I'm sorry. I'm just really frustrated. It's been like my entire week since like last Tuesday is this one project that's been awful. Anyway. Enough of that. Enough of that! Bam! 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 Wham! Unrelated, I am getting close to the end of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is exciting. It is a very fun game. I've very much enjoyed playing it, but all good things must come to an end, and I'm ready for it to end. Those things where it's like, yeah, I'm ready for this to be done. I'm ready to be done with this project. It's been fun. It's been fun playing Evo 7 Rebirth, but I want it to be done at this point. I'm about to go through the iconic moment, for people who are familiar with Final Fantasy VII, the iconic moment when Cloud goes on a date with someone at the Gold Saucer. That's where I am in the game. I'm about to see that. So, although I was told by a friend who has played the game before that I should set aside like 3 to 4 hours before starting it. So he said it takes a long time. It's a very long sequence, so you probably want to kind of... How long is it? I think well, when I first started it, what I was told by this same friend was it's like a 70-hour road trip. I don't know how long my file is, and I know that usually when I play games, I play them kind of slow anyway, so I'm not the greatest, I'm not the greatest, sort of gauge for it. But it's a very fun game. Like, it's made super duper well. It's especially fun if you played the original, and you want to see sort of how it was updated. Like, as I've played it, I've kind of felt like, it's like, how am I going to feel about the original if I go back and play the original FF7 now? Because there are some sort of there's some changes to the plot. Not too many, not so many that it becomes distracting, but enough that like things changed a little bit, and like the events of the original aren't quite the same. And I don't know, what the heck is happening? Oh, I switched my that by accident. Okay. And so I kind of find myself wondering, it's like, how am I gonna view the original game now that I've played the remake? I don't know. I was thinking I might kind of want to play the original again after I finish the remake. We'll see. I'd ask if y'all wanted to see that, but I mean, we've still got, you know, we've still got to get through Legacy of the Rudra, so that's gonna come first. Now I understand why some rewatches have been brought by X company for limited commercial work. Yeah, it makes sense. Ow, there he is. Thought I avoided him. Bam! 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 I am Gambit. You can call me Remy LeBeau. I always really liked Gambit's actual name. Remy LeBeau. No, the money! I want the money, though! Oh, I want the money! Yeah. Another thing that I'm not wild about for FF7 Rebirth is that, like, you know, unsurprisingly, they've spent a lot of time developing the characters a bit more, and so I like them more, unsurprisingly. And for anyone who's played FF7, or is even moderately familiar with FF7, you know that there's something pretty tragic that happens at the end of the first disc. And, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen at the end of this, and I'm not excited about it. It's like I'm even more connected to that character than I was before, and now I know that awful things are going to happen. Like, no! So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but it's gotta happen. It's part of the game. That's how I feel anytime I play FF5. I know what happens when I get to the, that one forest. Bam! Actually, sort of been more... Even something as little presented by... Yeah. It's kind of weird, right? Guy, come on. Come on, guy. I could really use a save point at this point. I'm kind of really beat up. Very badly. Is there a save point anywhere around here? Oh! I just passed one. Okay, hang on. Presented by Delta. Let's see, what else has been going on with me? It's kind of hard to say. It's hard to say because it's like I've just been doing work mostly recently. Work and then FF7 Rebirth. I started recording a new series, so I've got laid out what's going to come out when one of the three that I'm working on finishes. Where are those? Okay, hey, it's Dario. Yeah, what took you so long? Well, let's finish this. I'll show you why you can't become the Dark Lord. Heh, even Belmont was no match for me. You think a punk like you can win? Was there ever any doubt? Power is nothing if you don't know how to use it. I'll never lose to a fool dominated by his own power like you. Yeah, well, what's the point of power if you don't use it? Don't act as if you know. It's about survival of the fittest. See you try and survive this time. Yeah! Alright, so, if you fight Dario, normally, bad stuff happen. However, there's a mirror right here. This is the actual boss. And he's hard if I remember correctly, so I'm actually going to put on good equipment. What do I have that will help? Is there a headhunter in this game? No, there's not. I don't really have anything better, so I guess I will leave that on. Never mind. Alright, this guy's tough. This is Agony, the fire demon. What's kind of annoying about this guy is that that little dip move that he's doing will actually hit you if you're standing up. So you have to like duck under it, which is kind of dumb. Ow. So yeah, like the idea here is that what you're trying to do is you're basically trying to ruin Dario's life by taking away the source of his power. So like this is the thing that Dario has always associated with being like his innate power. No, it's actually this thing. And so you're supposed to like pull it out of him. And then you ruin his life. Which is great. For you, but not for him. Woo! Woo! Hey! Oh, don't do that. Man. I tell you what, throwing cards, super good in this game. I did not remember that. Good. Right. Hey! Hey! It's funny how, like, with a game like this, you do oftentimes gravitate towards one ability over the course of the game. Like, you find something that you really like to use, and you just kind of keep using that one. So one of the things I try and do when I play games like this is I try to mix it up so that you all have something interesting to watch, but sometimes, I mean, there's just kind of a best option for what you're doing, your play style. Gotcha. Good news, Dario. I stole the source of your power. That's cool, right? So, how you doing out there, buddy? Feeling good about your life? Hey, man. What you do, punk? My power, it's gone. I destroy the demon that fused with your soul, and your power with it. My power! Having power doesn't mean you can abuse it. Haven't you learned your lesson? Aye! Just runs away. You are much more than I had imagined. I came as promised. Let's stop this stupid chase. Very well, I can agree to that. You don't seem to be too concerned about this. It's as if you knew this was going to happen. Well, who am I to say? But there is more than one way to make a Dark Lord. You don't give up, do you? There aren't any more Dark Lord candidates. That may be true, but the game isn't over just yet. Alright. The center of the castle. I shall await you there. Another trap? I thought we were going to end this. Trust me, we will. But first there is something I wish you to see. I shall be waiting. Oh, how. Alright, bye. Is there treasure over here? Yay, treasure! Kind of treasure. I don't know if I would necessarily call touch controls a treasure, but, you know, it's necessary to beat the game. Alright, I'm not trying to decide if I want to... No, I'll just go straight there. I don't think there's really anything that was made available thanks to beating Agony. Speaking of, let's see what it's like. Agony! That's pretty good, actually. Wow, that was pretty cool. Do I have the thing's soul yet? I don't have the thing's soul. Hang on, I want to kind of farm this a little bit. This is really easy to do. And then they drop their goofy eyeballs afterward. It's really silly looking. Oh, hang on. Switch back to this. 3 7s and there. Yeah, there we go. Gain resistance to lightning. Not what I was expecting, but I guess it's fine. Gotcha. Yeah, this is a pretty good one, actually. See you later. Bye. Whoa! That's pretty impressive, because, like, this guy has a lot of damage reduction, and it still did, like, 40-something damage multiple times to him. That's a good thing to remember if I ever... Wait, hang on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Go do this real quick. Summon Mothman! Yeah, bye Mothman. Yeah, if I decide that I want to, like, try to get the Final Guard soul, I might try to remember that this works really well. Almost nothing else does. So if anybody out there has ever played, like, a game like this, do you make it a quest, like, before you stop playing the game to, like, get all of the souls at least once? Grow a poisonous tail now. Not just growing a tail, this time a poisonous tail. I want to say for just about every game like this that I've played, I will usually try to get at least all of the things once, you know? Just because you like seeing what abilities you get. But I mean, some games are better than others about it. I was thinking about this the other day because I've been playing a lot of Bloodstained Circle of the Moon, the handheld one, on my PS Vita. Yeah. So I've been thinking about Bloodstained recently, and, like, I love Bloodstained. I think that's a wonderful game. It's still one of my favorite modern games. It's just such a great experience. But I remember when I first played it, one of the complaints I had about it was the way there were so many, like, shards that would just let you summon something. Like, all they did was, like, summon some kind of monster. And I remember thinking, it's like, oh, that's kind of dumb. Kind of boring. You can just summon a bunch of other things. Like, give me, like, special powers. Don't let me just summon other things. That's boring. So I like the fact that in this game, most of the things you get are special abilities. That's more interesting to me than, like, just summoning something else. I don't want to be a summoner. I want to be a magic boy. Magic Soma. Let's go check on our friends and see if they have anything interesting to say. Hey, Yoko. Welcome, Soma. By the way, it appears as if Arikano came too.
Yeah, he said he's here to keep an eye on me.
I thought he was supposed to be gone Mina.
That's what I thought too. That's why I came here feeling confident.
Well, since it's him, I doubt there'll be any problems. But his being here must mean this situation is very serious.
He lectured me to behave.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd rather see you go home too.
But
I understand that. But it's not a bad thing to rely on the help of others. Don't try to carry the burden by yourself. That's why we're here.
Like you.
So, how may I serve you today? What can I make? I can make a frog rock. I want the Duramill though. Can't make anything. Boo. I can't make anything. Man, I want to make cool stuff. Can't do anything. Lame. Magic.
Yeah, magic. I want to be magic. Magic boy. Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, that's my thing.
Ever wonder how Mina's doing? I bet you want to see her, huh? Yeah. Stop blushing, you baby. So what'll it be today?
Alright, that was just him berating me a little bit. That's cool. How much more do I need for the... Is it 300,000 or 30,000? 300,000. Okay, I'm not getting that anytime soon. Never mind. Never mind, I'll just buy potions and stuff. Up. Up. Yep. I think that's all I can afford for now. Alright, bye. Do 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 do. Alright, so now we have to go to the center of the castle, which is the Garden of Madness.
The Garden of Madness!
Y'all might actually remember this. There was a door that we encountered early on when I was hunting slugs that we could not open because we did not have the right seal. Well, now we finally have the right seal. And here it is. Now, before I go in there, there's another way you can get the bad ending. That's if you don't do this. Make sure to put on Mina's talisman. It's going to be very important. Hey, no, not that. Go inside. Oh no, it's Mina!
Huh? Mina!
Soma! Soma Cruz, behold the last moments of your loved one's life.
Wait, stop! Oh no!
Soma. Oh.
Ah! Mina!
Look, his skin is a different color.
You heartless wench!
It certainly wasn't easy spiriting her away. Go ahead, hate me. You hate me enough to wish death upon me, don't you?
You'll pay for this!
And now, evil spirits approach. The power of chaos is gathering. I was right. Now hate me more. When your hatred peaks, the new Dark Lord shall emerge.
Crazy face. If it means getting Mina's revenge, I'll do it. Make me the Dark Lord. Mina, forgive me, I can't honor your wish.
It's coming, the birth of a new Dark Lord.
Oh! Don't be fooled! That Mina is a fake.
Arikado, why must you always get in the way?
How clever of you to use a doppelganger. Oh, but you just haven't won just yet. Oh, really? It's not the real one, but I don't care anymore then.
Oh, my skin's the regular color again. Hooray!
Ugh. What? What's wrong?
Ew. Blech. Celia's like, well, this works too, I guess. Now Mina is the new Dark Lord. Oh, it's this guy. Dimitri. What was his voice? I should thank my lucky stars for making good my escape. I managed to loosen myself when the boy's emotions shifted momentarily. I thought you died. Shedding my former body was a desperate gamble, but it has worked out quite well.
You copied the power of dominance from Soma?
Ah, so you understand. I touched the boy's soul and copied his ability. And now I have been doubly lucky in finding a suitable replacement for my body. You obtained the same power as Soma Cruz? When I fought the boy, I confirmed one thing. Dracula's heir need not be the inheritor of the Dark Lord's power. I only need to possess the same ability to become the true Dark Lord's heir. I'll need to be able to copy him. And of course, only I who can afford it.
I won't allow that.
Have patience, Arikado. Or perhaps I should address you with your real name. Adrian Fahrenheit Dracula. When the boy began his transformation, I scanned memories of his past lives. Make one move and the boy will die. You don't want that, do you?
Does becoming the Dark Lord really mean that much to you?
I have told you before. I wish to learn what my power signifies. Celia, I must gain dominance over more powerful demons. I will surpass the boy. So, oh, look at her devious face. So be it. Soma Cruz, I take back what I have said to you. It seems that death is your only destiny. There they go.
Arikado, where do you think they've gone? I imagine that they've gone to the basement of the tower next to the castle. A foul, unearthly energy emanates from there. There must be a portal to the dark side that fuels the castle's existence. I see. Don't do anything rash. You're not in any shape to fight now. Let us handle this. His power's mine. I must be the one to stop him. I want it back. Fine. But Julius and I will go in first.
I love how fast Arikado's like leisurely walk is. So yeah, anyway. That was, if you didn't wear the talisman, basically he becomes the Dark Lord, whatever, and it just ends your game right there. So that's why you got to put it on. I actually thought there was a fight there, but nope, no fight. Just also, does that tree have like an eyeball? It looks like it has an eye at the top, doesn't it? It's weird. Burn you anyway. All right, so now we have to go to kill this slug, and then we have to go to the tower. That will be our next stop. So it's kind of interesting. Like, the idea is that while like Celia tried to kidnap Mina, who was under the protection of Arikado, and I guess she failed at that, but then she got like a doppelganger, because like she's like, well, shoot, I still need to imitate Mina. How can I do that? 13 months. What luck? Well, bad luck is still luck. Wait, did I miss it? Oh, okay, I went to the wrong place. Never mind. Also, hey, Cyber. Welcome to my slightly unhinged mental health stream. Oh, I really wanted to play Twisted Metal too. Well, let me amend that. To be honest, ever since I asked y'all what game I wanted y'all to like, what if there was a game you wanted me to play, and we talked about Twisted Metal 2, I've actually kind of been dreading playing Twisted Metal 2. Not really because I think it's a bad game, but just because I don't know how it'll go because it's been so long since I played it. So what I should probably do is play a little bit on my own to just kind of remember how to play before I do the stream, and I haven't done that yet. But I do want to show it off because I think it's a fun game. It's my favorite Twisted Metal game, of which I pretty much only like Twisted Metal 2. So it's my favorite Twisted Metal game and the only one I enjoy. Oh, nice, Mini Devil, cool. But it's a good game. It's super fun. The thing that works about it, and I was going to talk about this when I stream it, but I'll mention it here too, is that like it has the perfect combination of the sort of like twisted element and a like sense of humor. It's got a great combination of like crazy parts and funny parts, and I like that, frankly. I think that works really well because like some of the games that came after it, well, the game that came before it, the original Twisted Metal, was pretty rough, honestly. Like the storyline was pretty basic. It was mostly just Calypso, who was the ongoing villain of the series. Calypso offers people anything they want if they will compete in the men's tournament, and then, you know, hijinks ensue. And then the second one, it's still got Calypso in it, but like, it's just got more style and humor to it. And then in the third one, they just went super hard on like the humor aspect to the point where it was like, it wasn't even funny. It was just kind of annoying. I don't know. I really think the third one was kind of like a downgrade. And then when Twisted Metal Black came out, they went the opposite direction and they went like super hard into like the dark, like, chaotic storyline. Hey, Julius.
Break this barrier? It's definitely possible, but there's no guarantee that I'll have energy left to fight. Without your power, it is impossible for us to get through. They have to be stopped at all costs. Well, I suppose this is an emergency. Fine, please stand back. Here goes. Power! Through the power of Christianity! There's that spider again! Yeah! Oh, the barrier. It's gone. I'm sorry. Go already. There's no time for chit-chat. Right. Oh, hey, Soma. Soma? Growing old is a horrible thing.
Dude, you don't even have gray hair yet, dude. How old are you, like 30?
Just relax, don't worry, we'll take it from here. Alright, I'm counting on you. Don't let me down, kid.
How old do you think Julius is? Well, actually, no, I guess we know he's probably in his early 50s. If we assume that in, like, 1999, when he defeated Dracula once and for all, he was probably at least 20 years old. And the current year is, what, 2035, I think? So yeah, he's probably in his early 50s, at least. It's Slogra! Everyone likes Slogra and Gaibon. They're the best. Actually, if you think of him as being, like, in his early 50s, dude's in really great shape, frankly. He's like, oh, growing old is a bad thing. And he's like, I can still bench 250 pounds, though. Like it ain't no thing. Was I talking about Twisted Metal? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play it at some point, because I do want to show it off. But I think probably the best bet for me would be to play a little on my own, to just kind of like remember how to play, and then I'll feel more confident when we actually play the game. But it's a cool game. It's a game that I played a whole lot with a friend of mine growing up. Like, that same friend that I've talked about numerous times before, who lived up the street and had like the he was the guy that had a Sega Genesis, and like we played a lot of PlayStation games and stuff. We played Twisted Metal 2 2-player all the time, and it was fun. It's a fun game. For all that, I don't think I've ever actually legitimately beaten it. I've beaten it using like cheats and stuff, so I've seen the endings, but I don't think that I've ever actually beaten the game, because it does get really hard. Oh my gosh! Hi there, giant slug. How are you? I didn't expect giant slug to happen. Admittedly. Frickin' tan jelly. Yeah, I don't think I've ever beaten it legitimately. So, it'd be cool if I managed to beat it on stream. I don't expect to, but it would be cool. Slugfest. Where am I going? I think I missed somewhere early on. Let me go back. Hey, Slogra. For those who are not familiar, Slogra and Gaibon, this guy and Gaibon, who we will see later, are recurring characters in Castlevania, and they are always seen in the proximity of death himself. So much so that they're often described as being Death's like subordinates or Death's lieutenants. Cyber, did you have a birthday recently? I didn't know about that. Happy belated birthday, I guess. I did not realize I missed your birthday, bud. I hope it was fun. I always think people should try to have fun on their birthdays. Like, I always... Oh, what's this? Yeah, okay. It always makes me kind of sad when someone, like, gets, like, upset about their birthday. Or they're like, oh, I hate when it's my birthday because, you know, it makes me think I'm older or something like that. Like, no. That's your own personal holiday. You should be excited to have your birthday. You know, it's like, that's the day that you get to have... You get to be as, like, selfish as you want to be. Have a lot of fun this weekend. It's like, it's your day. It's your own personal holiday. You enjoy it. That's how I feel about birthdays. I spend a lot of time, you know, trying to be polite and, like, you know, not be proud the rest of my life. But on my birthday, that's my day. That's my day. Got some Castlevania cards from the new pusher. Yeah. I'm honest, like, as cool as it is to see, like, Castlevania stuff in, like, an arcade, I kind of hate it. I kind of hate that they rebranded all, like, their Marvel Carnival games into, like, Castlevania, just because it's, like, one more nail in the proverbial coffin about there ever being a like, arcade machine Castlevania game. I just really don't think they're ever going to go back to the series, officially. Like, that's why I really have... I have high hopes that there will be another Bloodstained game, because I just don't think Konami's ever actually going to make another Castlevania. Which is so frustrating as a person who likes the series, to know that, like, the people who would make it don't want to make it, and they're also not going to let go of that IP. So, you know, it's just going to forever be doomed to obscurity. Medicine diversion. I do hope you take care of yourself. Being sick is such a weird thing to me. Because, like, you know, fortunately for me, I don't get sick too terribly often. Usually, if I get, like, what would be described as sick... Oh, there's Gaibon. That's Gaibon. So Slogger and Gaibon. That's the other guy. If I get sick, it's usually just for, like, one day, or it's just, like, a partial symptom or something. Like, I don't often get, like, fevers or anything like that, which, again, fortunate. But whenever I do, it always feels so weird, because I'm like, oh yeah, this is what being sick's like. It's awful. It's like, oh yeah, I hate this. I forgot that I hated this. It's especially worse now because, like, I don't have anybody that can help me out nearby. You know, it's just me. I live alone, and my nearest friend is like an hour away from me. So, like, if I get sick, I just kind of have to deal with it myself. So that can be a challenge. That's why all you good kids out there should make sure you have some friends nearby. Definitely helps. You never know when you might need a friend nearby. Unfortunately for me, I'm a little bit too much of a loner, and I have not successfully made many nearby friends. Castlevania cards are full of characters you don't even know. I think I recognized all the characters in the Castlevania cards, if I remember correctly. Like the ones that I saw, I think I recognized all of them. Oh, okay. Teleporter. Nice. Known your pain before? Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's just kind of like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why, like, when I first moved up to Virginia, that's where I live now, I would not have guessed that I would have had so little ability to make friends, you know? Oof, that's rough, Eden. Sick 4 times and they were all COVID. Ouch. Because, I mean, like, growing up, I thought I was pretty good at making friends. But what I didn't realize is that, like, it's the forum of school that makes it so much easier to find friends. Like, if you don't have that... Now, Selma, I've got word from Aikata. Would you like to hear it? Of course. Let's see. My equipment talisman should suppress a little late, Yoko. You, of all people, should be especially aware of this. I see. That's what Aikata had to report. Anything else today? I don't even know how to beat the Iron Golem. Man, this is lame. Oh, I can make a trident. That's something. Yeah, just like finish that thought, like, I didn't realize how much of an advantage going to school and like seeing the same people every day and stuff like that really gave you to like making friends. It's kind of hard to make friends when you're older. Like you kind of have to put yourself out of your house. You have to like make time to place yourself in scenarios where you might make a friend, you know? And for, you know, introverted people like myself, I know I might not come across as introvert because I talk so much, but, you know, I'm by the technical definition, I am an introvert. And it's tough. It's especially tough too if like your hobbies are indoor things like minor video games and drawing. You know, it's like neither one of those really lends itself super well to to like making friends. Like if you're like a kid who likes to play like sports or something, well, probably a little bit easier to make friends because, you know, sports oftentimes require multiple people. But if you're not like that, you're like, well, what do I do? How do I make friends at the drawing green? So, you make a friend, treasure that friend, keep that friend. That's another problem I had, is that like I'm bad about keeping up with people who I don't see as often, and I've lost friends as a result of that foolish behavior. So. Just a little word to the wise. It's hard as an adult, but I think one of the biggest challenges for me is that like there are means to make friends. You know, the one that always comes to mind is the one my mom recommends, which is Meetup. But like, you gotta get over the impulse to just be like, oh, I'll do it some other day, or oh, I'll do it another time. You gotta get over that, because it just poisons your ability to accomplish your goals. Probably gonna mess that one up at least once. Oh, what's in here? Oh, yeah? Oh, hey, it's the man himself! What's up, Death? How you doing, bud? This soul's not gonna help me out very much. Where is my... Killer Clown? Whoa, that was cool. I really don't remember how this guy fights. Mario's really not doing very much. I'm not really doing very much either, but he's not doing very much. Cool. That's good animation. I like that. I feel like it would be hard to fight with a scythe, you know? Heck, I think it would be hard to just figure out how to cut grass with a scythe. Like, its intended purpose feels like it would be difficult for me. I wouldn't describe this fight so far as thrilling. You know? It was kind of a bit of a lackluster fight so far. He does look cool, though. Oh, yeah? Oh, gosh! It's more exaggerated death! Whoa, oh, whoa! Okay, hang on. Hi, Bojan. Oh my gosh, this guy does a lot of damage. Unsurprising, he is dead. Originally one of the last bosses you fight in Castlevania games. Whoa! Eat it. Eat it. Nope. Eat it. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, gosh. Those things do 59 damage? Ow. Ugh. Have you ever known somebody who, like, when they play, like, video game, like RPGs or like any game that has like items in it, they refuse to use items? I had a couple of friends growing up who were like that, and they... What's going on? What are we doing here? Whoa! Okay. They always refused to use items in games, because they always insisted that, like, I should be able to do it without... Oh. Ah, doggone it, I got it wrong! I knew I'd get it wrong! Lame. Zarowski. Spaghetti. Ice cream. That's a pretty cool attack, actually. I like that one. I did it wrong again! Hang on. Alright, how am I supposed to do this? No. Whoa. Pancake. Pancake. In the middle of this fight, I took a break for breakfast in the middle of this fight. Like, hang on, Death. It's breakfast time. Whoa. Oh,
God, that. Like friends at work, but they tend to be work-only friends.
yeah. That's the thing, is like, it's so hard to make that transfer, and that was a challenge back in like college too, is that transition from, you know, school or work friend to like hang out outside of work friend. It feels very difficult. I don't know why. Alright, what's past death? What lurks beyond death? This room. Where am I now? Oh, I'm not where I was. I'm in the abyss. Oh, I think that was a portal to heck. That's great. Someone's like, oh, I didn't want to come here. Arc Demon. Ooh. Give me your soul, Arc Demon. Alright, see you later. See you later, man. Arc Demon, will you die already so I can get your soul or whatever? Or you'll just not be on the screen anymore? It's like I fought him enough now. It's like I wanna beat him, even though I don't get his soul. Yeah, there we go. Whoa! Haha! Huh! Almost got me there, fire pillar. But then I accidentally dodged. Ow! Oh, let me go back to my Aguni. This is a really good one. So if I remember correctly, there's a place somewhere in here that has an ear. And I remember thinking how weird that was, and how infrequently I see, like, realistic ears represented in things. That sounds weird, but, like, so often, like, you see eyes and, like, mouths and stuff all the time. But how often do you see, like, ears? Not that often, right? Hey, man.
I ate at this anime-themed pub upstairs in round 1. Did I never meet up? We got Korean corn dog.
What? I've asked this before. What makes a Korean corn dog? Like, how are they different? Is it like a Japanese Kit Kat where they just got like a lot of different flavors, or what makes them different? That picture down there is kind of metal, isn't it?
Look at that thing.
It's like a knife with a bleeding eyeball. Yeah, there it is. Look, it's an ear. Isn't that weird? It's like an ear with like I guess this is earwax, which is pretty darn gross, but... Oh, nice. Look at it. It's weird, right? How often do you see ears? It's super strange. I don't know. For some reason, I just strongly remembered that from this game. It's like, oh, there's an ear there. Weird. That's a big knife. Nice. Nice strong bad reference. Love it. I remember one time I was watching one of like the commentary videos on one of the Strong Bad Emails DVDs, and they mentioned the fact that like oh, got a hippogriff down. Nice. The what do you call it? The sort of the little clip for Big Knife was actually what became Limousine. So like the band Limousine, which is kind of a famous Homestar Runner thing, was originally Big Knife. Well, that's nice. Y'all making friends? So good. So good to make friends. MoeCon bringing people together. We also love you, but you're just far away, so we don't want to hang out with you. Thanks, Eden. Thank you for clarifying. Eat that, mud demon. You and your earwax chamber. Alright, here's the question. Do y'all want to beat the game tonight? Because, like, we're at the end of the game, basically. Like, alternately, I can spend some time, like, grinding for better equipment and stuff, but we are kind of at the end of the game. I could just beat it tonight. Just kind of depends on if you want to see me have, like, better weapons and stuff, or if you just want to, like, see me finish it. What are your thoughts? I'm fairly certain I could beat it at this point. I think I've got, like, enough materials and equipment to beat it. It's Stolas! Everyone's favorite Stolas! The librarian bird! Well, I'm getting beat up real bad. Hang on. Ladies, give me a sec. Oh, shoot, I thought I killed that one. Hang on. Where's my ghoul? Ribbon dancer up and down. Unleash divine energy that causes widespread damage. That sounds awesome. Oh! It's my very own summon a pretty lady spell. Nice. I love those in video games. There was cheese and a dog inside. Sometimes they put stuff in the batter. I just ask because, like, I've heard that, you know, I've heard of Korean corn dogs before, but I don't think I've ever actually had one. Ribbon dancer up and down, dancing in the streets. Ribbon dancer all over. I don't know why that stuck in my head. I don't know why I started singing the Ribbon Dancer song, but it's in there. Ribbon dancer, ribbon dancer. That's not the Ribbon Dancer song, but that is oftentimes what I think of when I sing the Ribbon Dancer song. Ribbon dancer, ribbon dancer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tell me, can you feel? Tell me. Sorry.
I'm just yammering at this point. Heat is on. Oh, look at that background. That looks like something out of Darkseid, doesn't it? Look at that background. That looks like something out of Darkseid. A bunch of like freakish babies. Hello, madam. I already have your soul. Loggins? You know, I don't know if it was Kenny Loggins. It's the heat is on was the song I was singing. The heat is on. The heat is on. I think it's from Beverly Hills Cop, which is actually a movie I've never seen. I want to, but I've never actually watched it. Oh, gone. I have to do this again. Fine. Here we go. Whoa, 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 bam, can you feel it? Oh, this guy's cool. It's Abaddon. So his whole thing is he summons, like, insects. And he, like, conducts them. Which is cool. I like this guy. Ow. How am I supposed to dodge that one, I wonder? Can I just go up here? Nope, that didn't work. Ah, I got me.
Sounds like my parents whenever I open the door in the winter.
The heat is on. Alright, how can I beat that guy? I should probably just switch to actual equipment now. Begging Jord. Yeah, sure, I'll wear it. Tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? The heat is on. It's on the street. That's where the heat is. In case you needed to know, the heat is currently on the streets. Oh, okay. Still hurts me. Like, I think that there's a way to dodge all of his insects, but I can't remember how to do it. I just think he's such a cool idea. I've always really liked the name Abaddon for like a demon of some kind. I think it's a cool one. It's a cool demon name. So much so, actually, that when I was in graduate school, one of our projects was to make a text-based adventure game, and the final boss of my adventure game is named Abaddon, the Lord of the Flies, Abaddon. One of the Lords of the Flies, I guess. Beelzebub is also known as the Lord of the Flies. Ooh. Now, doggone it! I knew I felt it going wrong. Do I have anything I can eat? I have coffee. I have lots of coffee. Wait, did that say it was decaffeinated coffee? Oh man. I was gonna say,
Dracula's castle, but only in a demonic place like this would you only be able to get decaf coffee. Playing Breath of Fire, not sure if you like it. Ooh, the first one, like Breath of Fire 1? That's pretty cool. It's a very basic game, I would say, but I think it's got like great visual style to it. I also really like the
How far into it are you right now, Cyber?
I mean that's a game series that I've considered playing for y'all on stream, is the Breath of Fire series, because I really think 3 and 4 are excellent games. I like how over the course of that game, this guy's got kind of like a floppy tail. His floppy tail is weird. Oh, it's a Black Panther. Nice, Black Panther, nice. The Black Panther soul is one that I would love to get. Assuming it works like it normally does in these games. Which is that it allows you to just shoot forward. You're stumbling around in circles, looking for a sandworm. Yeah. Okay, I remember that part of the game. That's not a super fun part of the game. It's never fun when you're in a part of the game where you're just like hunting down something, you know? And there's not really a whole lot of direction. You're just supposed to figure out where it is. Like I was, speaking of sandworms, I was playing FF7 Rebirth, and there's a part where you have to use like a, you're supposed to use this vibration finder to find out where the sandworm is. But like, I mean, it didn't seem to do anything. Like, as far as I could tell, I was just supposed to kind of like wander around until, you know, I finished it. It really felt like I had no idea what I was supposed to be accomplishing. How am I supposed to fight this guy? In the original, or in Aria of Sorrow, there's like a special move you can use to instantly kill the Iron Golem. But I don't know if there is one in this one. Do you just have to hit him enough? Ribbon dancer, ribbon dancer. Whoa, 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 tell me can you feel it? Tell me can you feel it? Tell me can you feel it? It is it's stuck in my head now. The tail is off, but yeah, it kind of is. It's like weirdly floppy. It's not great. I thought there was a hidden area in here somewhere, but I have not found anything. Where's Agony? Agony is good. Dead.
The encounter rate?
Yeah. That's one thing that you have to accept about, like, older RPGs. Like, I think a lot of people are put off by encounter rates in older RPGs. And I mean, I get it. It feels like a waste of time. But the alternative, like, one of my biggest complaints about the DS version of Dragon Quest VIII is that they changed that, and they made it so that the encounters become what I describe as symbol battles. I don't know if there's a technical term for it, but basically those types of battles where like you only fight when you bump into some sort of object on the world map. And what I realized is that when I'm given the option of do you want to fight a battle or not, I'll usually say no. And as a result, I was just never like high enough level. So like I kind of appreciate games that force you into battles just because it helps you to stay on level, so to speak. So.
Plus, I guess I grew up with it.
Like if this is every 5 steps. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, there's a way out here. That's helpful. Okay, well let's go save then. So what made you want to play Breath of Fire? Like, is there some
Is there something that made you decide to pick it up, or is this guy just immune to fire? Can't get your bearings. Yeah, I'd say that's the biggest downside to random battle situations, is when you're trying to do something else, and you're trying to accomplish some other goal, and you just keep getting keep getting into boss fights. It's in the Switch Online subscription. It's very really. Well, I hope that there's enough in the game that you enjoy outside of it, that it turned out to be fun. Hey, Yoko. Oh, welcome. By the way, how do you think Mina's doing? I bet she's worried.
I know.
The boyfriend like you, it can't be easy for her.
Boyfriend? We're not. Oh.
No need to be so bashful. You're easy to tease, you know that.
Oh.
So what'll be today? Can I make a cooler weapon? No, I can't. What? I don't even know that did I even encounter a Decarabia at any point? I missed out on so much crap. Ugh. I'm at the end of the game and there's all these like weapons and stuff that I never got. That's one of my complaints about this game, honestly, is like, since they make you do the weapon synthesis thing, you're sort of like given the situation of like, do you want to have special abilities or do you want to have better weapons? And like, you know, I want both. In the first game, they let you have both. In this one, they're like, only one or the other. And I'm like, it's not as much fun.
Characters look cool. I don't know when my boy learned to animorph.
Must have missed that story beat. Yeah, but only for less than 2 hours. Any more than that, he'll be stuck in that form. Oh, all right.
Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna beat the game.
We're just gonna go ahead and beat the game. What ability do I want to use? Let's see that one. All right, here we go.
Oh. Soma. What happened?
He arrived too late, quite simply.
He gained dominance over Calamitous Demon. I tried to prevent the summoning ritual from happening, but...
Your dark power failed to overcome the power I gained from this sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Oh, hey, Celia. Celia?
Such an unseemly sight to be gone. Bye-bye.
You killed your own ally?
She had always dreamed of seeing the Dark Lord. She served me to the end in my becoming. My becoming. She should feel honored. Not only that, she even helped me take care of that pesky Arikado.
Huh? He's right. His sacrifice reversed the flow of my dark power.
The stage is now set. We shall see whose power of dominance prevails. Hey.
What? This cannot be! My dominance should be complete! So that's what's happening. Arikado, what's going on? The power of dominance isn't easily contained. He isn't like you. His soul can't withstand a power that intense. Your soul is super cool, Soma.
Liar, I've heard enough from you! Gah!
Guo!
Arikado! I am the chosen one! I am the Dark Lord! I shall not succumb to the power! Ah! Oh no, I'm succumbing to the power!
It's useless, you can't control it.
Guar! Blop. Oh no! He's becoming Hunchback! Ew! Gah!
The demons under his dominance, they fused as one? Letting this out would be a disaster. It must end here.
Oh, hello. Hello, weird little face. So this is, what is this thing called? Is it called Chaos? No, it's not called Chaos. It's some other name. Menace. That's right. Its name is Menace. It says it right up there. This guy is actually a boss in Harmony of Despair too. And what's really cool about him as a boss, like you don't see it yet because we're kind of early in the fight, but eventually he like starts like walking around and he's huge and stuff. He's a pretty cool boss actually. The thing about him though is that he's just kind of like a nothing boss. You know, this isn't like Dracula. It's just kind of like a... It's just like a thing that shows up at the end of the game randomly, you know? Like, I would have preferred to fight, like, Dimitri than this thing. This is just, like, a something. There you go. He's big. Like, I'm big. Like, as far as the final boss goes, he's kind of boring. Again, I said it before, this game feels kind of unnecessary in my opinion. You know, it's just kind of like a whatever. Like, it's a game that I think they made because people liked playing around with the soul system from Aria of Sorrow. But as far as like the plot line of Castlevania goes, they probably could have just, you know, ended it with Aria of Sorrow. Like that's sort of like the end point after Dracula has become like a good guy, so to speak. I forgot to get like stuff. Oops. That was foolish of me. Hang on. Let me can I win this? Hang on. I might be in bad shape. Uh-oh. Push. So he's got like these little like I call these things the Langoliers. If you're familiar with that terrible Stephen King book, The Langoliers, that's what these guys remind me of. The Langoliers. They just kind of like lunge at you. They suck. It's kind of annoying. I don't want to be over here. I want to be on the other side of him. It's easier to hurt him from the other side. There we go. Potion. I mind up. A little bit difficult about this, honestly, is that this is a thing that I run into with certain RPGs, too. I get so used to a certain state of my game, like, because I will usually sort of play through until I've accomplished a certain number of things. Like, for example, I mentioned earlier that usually when I play games like this, I will get, like, all of the souls and, like, the best equipment and stuff like that. To the point, like, where if I try and play games like that without that state, I'm like, oh, this is actually hard. I didn't know this game was hard if you weren't completely prepared, or if you weren't over-prepared like I'm used to. I mind up. What else do I have? Do I have anything else I can eat? Not really. Okay. Oh! So, like, for example, there is a weapon called the Clave Salish, which is... It's like a significant weapon in both this and Aria of Sorrow in that it's, like, the strongest... Oh my gosh. Do I have anything that recovers HP just by hanging out? Nope, I sure don't. Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Ah, blarg. All right, do it again. Lame. Let me go get like stuff to eat and such. Anyway, yeah, there's a weapon called the Clave Salish, which is like really powerful, and I'm used to having it at this point in the game. And so the fact that I don't have it is a little bit challenging. But, you know, it's fine. We'll buy a bunch of potions and stuff. Another example is Final Fantasy III. 5/6 for Super Nintendo. Yep. Okay. All right, shut up, dude. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, there was this one time when I was in high school where a friend of mine had heard that like I knew a lot about Final Fantasy 3, and he's like, I can't beat this game. Can you beat it for me? And he said like I'm at the very end of the game and I just can't beat the final boss. And I said, yeah, sure, I think I could probably do that because I'd done it plenty of times before. What I didn't realize is that like I did it plenty of times before with a certain equipment set, and I didn't have that. And I was like, oh, this game's hard if you don't have the best stuff and are level 99. Let's see. Where's that tear of blood? Yeah, this. I think that's better. The only weapon I have that's stronger is the Bouge. Just think what I got. Bouge! The Bouge! Go ahead and save before I go in there again. Actually, tell you what, before I go in there again, I kind of need to use the restroom. I'm gonna step away to use the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Everybody dancing to the intermission music. I do like that was a decision I made early on to like have sort of my own music for my streams. I think it's nice. It's nice to kind of be able to like have your own music. I don't know. I like it. So. Abaddon is 40. That's kind of high. Larva might be a better bet. Well, Abaddon hits a bunch of times, though. Alright, hey guys. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Stop with the halitosis attack. It's not going to work. It's kind of weird that this room is made out of, like, bodies, right? Like, I'm walking on, like, flesh right now. I feel like it would be very hard to keep your footing walking on just, like, a bunch of bodies. Right? I'd say that would be hard. I'm jumping up and down on, like, corpses right now. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be, like, a twisted demon realm or whatever, but, like, practically, it seems like it would be very difficult to keep your footing in this situation. There we go. Alright, I'm going to try and take out his knee first this time. It's just kind of easier to get at. Frickin' Langolier, go away. They take way more damage than are like, or take way more hits than I remember them taking. Very unfortunate. Like in Harmony of Despair, you can pretty much take them out with just like one hit. So they're really much more of just kind of like a nuisance in that game. But in this, they're actually genuinely potentially dangerous. Oh, hold on, that one over here. Ow. There we go. Okay, so the knee is done. Now I have to get the head. Ah. I mean, it's a pretty cool idea for a boss, right? It's just kind of like a, I mean, it's what it feels like to me is that this would have been like a boss that you fight before you fight the final boss. You know, like a penultimate boss, not the actual final boss. It just feels sort of impersonal, you know? It's just kind of like a thing that shows up. You know what it reminds me of? There was a boss in Final Fantasy IX, the final boss in Final Fantasy IX, I can't remember what his name is now. All I can think of is Ultron, and that's not it. Necron, that's right, his name's Necron. It literally comes out of nowhere at the end of the game. Like, you fight who you think is going to be the final boss, and then from out of nowhere, the game's just like, I've been waiting for you, says Necron, and he's just sort of like, oh yeah? Who are you, though? You know, it just feels very underwhelming when, like, the final boss is something you've never heard of. And that's kind of what this guy gives me a feeling of. He's just like, oh, it's just a thing that shows up. Like, the whole idea behind it, which I actually didn't even realize, you know, when I played the game before, is that, like, it's supposed to be this idea that, like, we're sort of fighting the concept of the power of dominance right now. Like, these are the various demons that Dimitri gained dominance over, and he didn't know what to do with them, and so they just kind of all fused together and went out of control. And, like, I used to think of this as, like, a demon called Menace, but no, it's supposed to be like this idea that everyone's stuck together, which, again, the game says pretty clearly. I just didn't pick up on that. I don't know, I wasn't reading carefully enough, I guess. And so, I mean, it's kind of cool if you think of this as, like, this is Soma literally fighting against a malevolent version of the power he's trying to keep under control. That's something, but it's still boring. It's still boring compared to, like, you know, fighting Dracula. That would be cool. And yeah, man, the Langoliers are way more trouble in this version than they are in Harmony of Despair. Would you just die already? Come on, man. No, Langolier, no. Did I win? I might have won. Did I win? I think I won. Yay! There he goes. Crap. I skipped it. I didn't mean to skip it. Oops.
It's finally over. I'm glad we skipped the final cutscene. We're finished here. Let's go.
Bye-bye. Huh.
Soma, what's wrong? Tell me, just what is the Dark Lord? What Celia told you wasn't necessarily wrong. The Dark Lord is the entity opposite to God. Then that means there will always be a need for a Dark Lord.
Okay.
all because I ducked out from coming next in line.
Don't misconstrue me. Perhaps there is a need for the Dark Lord, but there is no reason at all for you to become the Dark Lord.
But if it weren't for me, none of this would have happened.
You're neither a god nor a demon. You're only human. You have no chance at ever achieving perfection.
Or are you saying you want to be the Dark Lord?
No, of course not.
Then stay true to that.
Look. Friends!
There are people waiting for you. Don't break their hearts. Everyone, you kept your promise.
Welcome back, Soma.
Well, looks like you're all done. Your face says it all. Ricardo, you're right. It's Mina! Mina! What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I was so worried.
Oh, Mina, I'm sorry, don't cry.
Gotcha. Welcome back, Soma.
You weren't crying at all! Poor Soma, she'll have you wrapped around her finger.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'd like to be wrapped around Yoko's finger. What are you saying? We're not like that. I don't like girls.
That's right. He doesn't like girls.
No need to be bashful, you two. If the world needs a Dark Lord, it will emerge, even if it's not you, Soma.
Data has been saved. Yay! And now the upper screen is just cycling between various character sprites.
Well, that was it. That was
Not Circle of the Moon. What's this game called? Dawn of Sorrow.
we beat it.
Done. Gig. Got it done. Missed out on a ton of weapons because I just didn't grind for enough souls. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I think it's a fun game.
Who was it that said that they had played this in part and didn't know which game it was? I feel like it was either Cyber or Hot Dog mentioned that.
But hopefully this inspires you to give the game another shot. It is fun. Super fun. And I would say that Aria of Sorrow is probably more fun, really, just because I think it's a better story. Like this one certainly looks better because it was on the DS, whereas Aria of Sorrow was on the GBA. But they're both fun, you know. Or you could just play Bloodstained, which is also excellent. Is Yoko like out of sync with everyone else? Or no, it's just so it looks like Hammer, Soma, and Mina are one sprite, and then Yoko, Julius, and Arikado are another sprite.
Play the crap out of it,
But you forgot all about it. Well, you should play it again. Or you could try Portrait of Ruin or
Order of Ecclesia, which are also very good.
clap, clap, clap. Hey, clap, clap, clap. Oh, hey, Nob did this one. Nob Ogasawara. He's the guy that did most of the translation for the first Pokemon game. And you! Hey, there's my picture. Check me out. Yeah. Super cool. Alright. It just goes back to the title screen, I think. Anything else? Anything else? Button, button, button. Licensed by Nintendo. See if I get anything else. Hang on. Boss Rush mode, Julius mode. Yeah, that's about it. Alright. Well, that's going to be it. Again, apologies. I will not be here for Thursday. If I can, I will try to stream on either Wednesday or Friday. I'll let you know if it's a possibility. But it may not be until next week. Just because, what can I say? Work's been super fun recently. But anyway, we had a stream tonight. Hopefully it was good. It did actually improve my mood, so hopefully it improved your mood as well. And again, Eden and Justin, hope y'all feel better soon. And yeah, have a great night. I am MoeChicken. This has been Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Thanks for stopping by.